So I want you to focus on the happiness of women in general. So you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to be meditating, and you're going to be thinking, I hope that all the women in this direction are happy. Hey guys, Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlschase.com. Today I'm going to teach you some meditation and how to cultivate love for women. Now, this is coming from a style of meditation called metta meditation, and it comes from Buddhism, and it is a meditation designed to grow love, but also as an antidote to aversion and hatred. And so if you fill your heart and your mind more with love, it's harder for hate to grow. Now, the goal of that meditation, well, it's to lower hate, which is generally just a good thing to be working on. But of course, it's meant to get you closer to nirvana, which includes letting go of hate, as well as lust. So I want you to understand that it's going to be positive overall, but the goal is a bit different than in the Buddhist goal of becoming an arhat. I hope to not make it disingenuous by using something, oh my God, you're teaching Buddhism to sex and da-da-da. It's good in general, okay? And we're just using something amazing for something that's great, not that amazing as nirvana, but still pretty good. And it's designed to help you let go of anger towards women. Maybe you've had bad experiences with women. Maybe you've had some betrayals and lies and cheating. From my perspective, I kind of see that right now, a lot of media is making the sexes very angry with each other, but it could just be portraying a feeling that is very prevalent. A lot of women I know are very angry with men in general, and a lot of men that I know and teach are very angry with women. And I want to help alleviate some of that because it's going to help you be more happy in general, but also have better relations with women. Because as I've talked about in my videos on being a lover of women and loving women, which I'll put in the description below, which is more the practical application of this love for women. When you love women, they are going to love you back. A very wise man once said that a man who loves women is loved by women. And as we've taught on Girls Chase from my mentor Chase, a different wise man who teaches men how to be lovers. And he's always made that a goal of his teaching. Yes, we want to be alphas. Yes, maybe we want to be players and Lotharios and Romeos. But at the end of the day, we're learning how to be lovers of women. And that's been something that Chase has made a message of Girls Chase for so long. And it's something that I have always felt myself and was very happy to be a part of when I started working for him. And it's something that I teach men. And sometimes that's lost in some of our message. And so I want to shine a light on our love for women and teach you how to cultivate love for women, because it's going to help eliminate your hate. It's going to make your relationships with women better, and women are going to be more attracted to you because they're going to feel that light and that love for women when they're around you. And love for women very specifically is a very powerful tool when dealing with women. Go figure. They love you when you love them. Okay, so we're going to be using this meditation in a few different ways. First, it's going to be the unconditional type of meditation, where this is going to be a love for any sentient being in the universe. This is going to be a good bedrock because it's going to be unconditional. It's not going to discriminate of sex or what state of existence some being is in. So unconditional love is going to be put in the 4 directions around you. So you're meditating or you're just sitting there on the couch. You don't have to go in like a posture and be all fancy, right? You can just be sitting there. You can have your eyes open or you can close your eyes. If you feel more focused when you close your eyes, you can do that as well. And you can also visualize. So what I want you to do is, I like to visualize personally, but you can just use the concept itself. I want you to imagine that everything in front of you is going to be a recipient of your love, and it's going to be compassion, well-wishing. There's different specific types of love in Buddhism. So loving kindness, well-wishing, meaning that you wish well for whoever or wherever, and that you hope that they're free of suffering and pain. Basically, that they're having a good old time. Okay. So just imagine that in front of you. I kind of like it to imagine like a wall of light, or a beam of light, however you want to do it. If you want to be real metal, you can make it like loving fire or something like that. So just imagine it's rushing out in front of you, and everything in that direction going on until infinity is a recipient of your love and you wish for goodness and happiness in that direction, then do the same for the other 3 directions. And you can, the point of doing it in segments is so that you can keep your concentration, because it's not just like, oh, I hope everyone's good, right? It's a meditation, and a meditation, especially once you get into the jhanas, which are the states of meditation that are very blissful if you can achieve them. They feel kind of like, I don't want to liken it to being drunk or being high, because then it might rob the specialness of it. It's a very refined pleasure that kind of buzzes through you, and it's a fantastic feeling if you've never achieved it. And it's better than any drug or alcohol that you can take. So you want to, the reason I said jhana is because jhana means to burn with a still flame. So you want it to make sure that it's or it also means to yoke, okay? So you want to pull yourself in this direction. And a yoke that you put over like a cow, it needs to be pulled consistently, right? And with focus and concentration. So you're going to keep imagining this, wall of light or whatever pushing out in that direction. And you're just going to keep like very slowly and methodically imagine it going as far as you possibly can, and then start to think of the cosmos, and you just have this light going out. Then once you have that established, then you start doing the other direction slowly. And this can take as long as you like. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 10 minutes, it can be an hour, it can be 5 hours, however long you can do it. The more you work, the more you get out of this. So you start pervading that love in every direction, and it's just an unconditional love in everything you want to be happy. Now, after you've established that as your bedrock, then you can start to move more towards the seducer's love. So you're going to be focusing on women specifically. Now, this could kind of be antithetical to the Buddhist goal and be in growing your lust, but we're here to focus on women and love and relationships. So that's our goal. So I want you to focus on the happiness of women in general. So you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to be meditating, and you're going to be thinking, I hope that all the women in this direction are happy, and all the women in the world are going to find love, and they're going to find happiness, and they're going to get the jobs that they want, and they're going to be happy, and just every possible way you can think of it that way, and push it in that direction, push it in this direction, push it in that direction, and then that direction, and go slow with it and be methodical with it. Because as you're going to see, you're going to get lost into it. It's going to become stronger, and you're going to feel, even as I'm kind of talking right now and you see me closing my eyes, I'm feeling it, and it feels very light. And then your mind is not focused on other things, and it becomes lighter and stronger and lighter. So after you establish the goodwill towards women, then you can start to, because a good lover kind of is sometimes very voracious with his love. I'm not saying you have to get with every single girl, but you can hope for the love of every woman. So focus on like romantic side or the emotional side of this. So I hope that every woman in this direction finds love, she finds happiness with someone, she finds a good partner, she finds a good husband, a good father of her children, or she has good relationships with her family and her friends, and push that in that direction, this direction, this direction, and that direction. And once you have the 4 directions established, from all the way up to all the way down, from the highest heaven to the lowest hell, you've got the whole universe covered, and just keep pushing it out as infinitely as you possibly can. Sounds very esoteric, but just try it. That's all I'm telling you, is try this. And you're thinking, how is this gonna help me book girls? How is it gonna help me get a girlfriend? I promise that these investments that you're making now are gonna pay off in the future. Because I know personally, from a guy who really loves women to an insane degree, and to the other men in my life who I've met who truly love women, their results with women are, doing this could be far more beneficial to your love life and your happiness than going to the gym or wearing better clothes or getting more money or better status. Those things are all truthfully gonna help, but I think this is gonna help more in the end. So unconditional love, and then just happiness in general, and then, romantic happiness or emotional happiness and emotional fulfillment, you're wishing for all the women that way. Lastly is the sexual side. Now this, of course, might grow your lust, but it can really help, especially if you haven't yet come to accept your sexuality and you haven't been a very sexual person. Because as a lover of women, there is going to be that necessary sexual element. Because yes, you love women and you wish the best for them regardless if you end up with them. That's ideal. It's unconditional. But we do want to be sexual with them. So what you want to do, I'm just thinking, just imagine your dick like fucking mountain, just like rushing in that direction, and you got 4 dicks rushing in 4 directions, and you're fucking everything in the universe. If that works, it sounds silly, it sounds ridiculous, but it's your own mind. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Be creative, okay? This big brown dick just fucking ramming through the universe. Eat my caramel. Okay, so anyways, sexuality. So you're just like imagining like fucking like tons of women just like bent over naked, just like begging you to fuck them. Like be as creative and fun as you want to. Like women on their knees just begging you to come on their face. Like be fucking voracious with this, be nasty with it, and just start to like imagine, I like to imagine myself as this big king on like this fucking throne, and I got all these like girls just jumping all over me, all these angels and nymphs just desiring me. And this visualization is going to have an effect. You think this is silly, but man, I can promise you it's fucking powerful. Because I've done this before I go on dates, or before I go and approach girls, or go out to the bars and clubs. And I've seen that when I go out, I'm vibrating with this energy, and people can pick up vibes. I don't care if you're the most hard materialist in the world and you think this is all silly, and you know that you feel people's energies or vibes. People have some sort of thing that you can feel, okay, well, this is gonna help that thing. So pushing out sexual energy, you're visualizing, you wanna fuck them, you wanna have a great time with them, you wanna make them come, you wanna make them dripping wet, you wanna give them tons of orgasm, they're screaming your name, just go with it, okay? And now I'm getting in a sexual mood. I was more in a loving mood and like, oh, everybody kind of, hippie, tree hugging, happiness, whatever. Now I'm pushing that sexual energy, and you push it into all the directions. And you can practice these different types of meditations as much as you want, and the more you do it, the better you're gonna feel in general. You're gonna feel more confident, you're gonna feel more sexual, but you're also going to feel more compassion and empathy towards women. And women in the long run, you could be a married man and you could focus 100% on your wife. You could focus on your girlfriend, whatever, and just wish well for her. Wish that she's happy with you, but no matter what. Unconditionally, but also sexually. Just think of your wife, think of your girlfriend, and imagine yourself with her, and imagine the great sex you've had and the great sex you're gonna have. And as you cultivate this love for her, man, like, I've done it when I've had girlfriends, and it changes the way I feel about her, and it makes, and those days when I do it and I focus on it, I feel like our relationship gets stronger, and she reacts differently to me. So you're single, you're a virgin, you have a girlfriend, you have a wife, whatever, it's gonna help you. And the more that you cultivate a love for women, the more love you're going to get back. I can promise you, what you put in, you get back eventually. So cultivate love for women in all directions, or specifically the women that you want. Well, if you're not with her, and then you're like focused on one girl and going crazy for her, maybe this can make you a little bit too attached. So I would be a little bit careful with that. But put out the love and you'll get love back. I promise. Cultivate a love for women. Okay, cool. Hector Castillo Poppy from girlschase.com, teaching you some meditation and to have some fun. It is fun and you're gonna feel better. I promise. Go and try it right now after you watch this video, especially if you think it's silly. Give me 5 minutes, give me 10 minutes, and then put a comment and let me know if you felt better after doing it, and test for yourself what I'm teaching. And if in the end it works, that's what matters. Okay, like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you want to check out those videos, check them out in the description below. Also, if you want to go out and meet some girls and learn how to approach them and actually get with them, then check out my course called Meet Girls Everywhere in the description below, and I'll teach you how to actually go out and do the practical way of meeting her and doing it in a cool way, in a sexy way. And then you take it with this love that you've developed for them, and you're gonna have better interactions with them, and they're gonna have a great time with you, and they're gonna wanna see you again. So when you text them to go on a date with them, they're gonna say yes, and then possibly she becomes your girlfriend or your wife, where you can cultivate this love for her and have a better relationship with her, or you just have some fun with her. Either way, everyone wins. Cool. All right, ciao.